Hi children, good morning. I am Mehul sir. As you all know, we have completed unit 1, 2 and 3. Now today we will start unit 4. There is a poem. Name of the poem is Crying. Okay, now let's move. Okay, on the screen you can see there is a boy. Okay, now from the picture you can guess feeling of the boy. Yes, he is sad. He is looking sad. Then next, this boy is looking angry. Very good. Then next, he is looking happy. Then next, he is looking puzzled. Then next, he is looking frightened. मतलब डरा हुआ. Then next, he is looking surprised, amazed. You can say. Then last one, he is looking or he is crying, you can say. Okay, so here we have seen different emotions, okay, or feelings, you can say. Sad, angry, happy, puzzled, frightened, amazed, crying. These all are emotions, and there may be many more emotions for the human beings. So today in this poem we will learn about healing effects of the crying. After crying, as we all know, we can feel lighter and we must be happier than before. Okay, that is why here in this poem the poet is telling us good effect of crying. Now normally we believe that crying is not a good thing, but if we think after reading this poem, you must feel that if you cry from your heart, it makes you happier than before, and it also helps you to get rid of sadness or unhappiness or depression. Okay, now I will read the poem, or I will recite the poem, and then after I will explain it. Crying. Crying only a little bit is no use. You must cry until your pillow is soft. Then you can jump in the shower and splash, splash, splash. Okay, here the poet is telling that you can see in the picture there is a boy who is crying. So here the poet is telling us that you must cry until your pillow gets wet. आपका पिलो पूरा गीला हो जाए इतना आपको रोना है. But he is just telling that, not like that. It means you can cry, or you must cry from your heart. Okay, so it will help you to get rid from the sadness or depression or unhappiness, and it will make you happier for your moving forward. Okay, now here crying a little bit is no use. मतलब if you cry a little bit, it is not useful. Okay, then you can jump in the shower and splash, splash, splash. Okay, after crying a lot, you can jump in the shower and you must be happy, and you can enjoy taking bath in the shower. Next, then you can throw open your window and ha ha ha, and if people say, hey, what's going on up there, ha ha ha, sing back, happiness was hiding in the last year, I wept it, ha ha ha. So this was the poem. The poem was very small. In this stanza, the poet is telling that after crying a lot and taking shower, you must open your window and you must laugh, or you can laugh loudly, so that the people can see you that you are looking very happy. Okay, so this was the poem. Here the main purpose of the poem, or poet wants to tell us that sometimes when we feel like crying, or we feel depressed or unhappy, at that time we must cry. So it will help you to become happier again and move forward happily in your life. So this was the aim of the poem. Now we will move forward. There are some new words. The first one is soak, means completely wet, पूरी तरह से गीला कर देना. Shower means bath in which water is sprayed from above. Then wept means cried. Then splash means sound made by something striking or falling into water. Okay. Now mood means emotional state of the human. So these are new words. Now question answer. Number 1, according to the poet, should you cry a little or should you cry a lot? Yes, we must cry a lot. According to the poet, we should cry a lot. Number 2, what can you do after crying a lot? After crying a lot, we can go out happily and play with our friends. Okay? Then here number 3, read the first 2 lines of the poem and what is the mood? Happy, sad, angry, jealous or upset. So here the question is that if we talk about the first 2 lines of the poem, what was the mood of the child? He was happy, sad, angry, jealous or upset? Okay, yes, he was sad. Then number 4, in the last few lines the mood of the poet has changed. What is it now? Okay, in the first 2 lines he was unhappy or you can say sad, but in the last 2 lines or in the last some of the last lines, mood of the poet was changed. Okay, now how was he feeling? Very happy, angry, cheerful, sad or jealous? Yes, he was feeling very happy at the end of the poem. Now, are these sentences right or wrong? You have to tell right or wrong for the given sentences. A, the poet says you must not cry much. Is it correct? No, it's wrong. The poet says that you must cry a lot. Then B, the poet says that you should cry till your pillow is soft. Yes, it's correct or you can say right. C, the poet says that after crying you should open the window and laugh so that people will see that you are happy. Is it correct? Yes, it's right. Then D, the poet says that you should open the window and show people that you are crying. No, it's wrong. The poet says that at the end you can, when you are happy, then you can open the window so that the people can see that you are looking very much happy. The number 6, what are the things that make you cry? Okay, now children, even we also feel sometimes like crying. So what are the things that make you cry? Okay, now normally people cry when they are sad or feel hurt or in pain or afraid. There may be some more reasons for that. Okay, you can add some more reasons. Number 7, can you cry when you are happy? Yes, sometimes tears roll down when we are feeling very happy. जब हम लोग बहुत खुश होते हैं तब भी कभी कभी खुशी के आंसू निकल आते हैं. Then number 8, which are the things that make you happy? In what ways do you show your happiness? So here I have just given some examples. You can add some more things. I feel happy when I get what I want, and at that time what I will do, I will laugh and enjoy a lot when I am happy. Or I can go play with my friends. You can add. Okay, then make words ending with ness. For example, they have given happiness. Okay, here the basic word or you can say root word is happy, and behind that we have added ness, happiness. Okay, so we have to make some more words which have ending with ness. So here kind plus ness means kindness, then fit plus ness means fitness, then weakness, weakness. polite plus ness, politeness, then awareness, and then sickness. So children, you can make some more words ending with ness. Then number 9, here you have to select the correct option. Okay, fill in the blanks with exact filling word. So here these words amazed, shocked, worried, frightened, happy, sad, they are filling words, you can say, which represent our feelings. So you have to choose the correct answer. A. The tourists were dashed to see the beautiful Taj Mahal. So they were amazed, you can say, they were surprised, they have never seen such a thing before. So you can write they were amazed. Then B. The lights went out suddenly. I was alone and worried, shocked or worried. Sorry, here the correct answer will be frightened. It is not in the options. Okay, frightened. C. He has been ill for a long time and his parents were blank. Unhappy, worried or angry. Okay, the answer will be worried. Then D. The shopkeeper was blank when he saw his safe wide open with all his money missing. So what will be the correct answer? Unhappy, shocked or angry? Yes, shocked. Shocked will be the correct answer. Now next topic, number 10. You have to narrate an incident when you have experienced happiness, excitement, surprise, and you can use the following clues. So here you have to narrate, means you have to tell about your experience when you are you have to also express your happiness, excitement, surprise. Okay, and you can use following clues, like you can use following words: with whom, when did it happen, why, where. Okay, here I will give you one example. You can write your own experience. I felt very happy and excited when I went to Kerala with my family during last summer vacation. I loved the greenery, beautiful scenery, winding roads and mountains. There was very exciting situation when I was in the ropeway. At that time I was very happy but frightened. So you can see, children, here that words like frightened, happiness, excited, these were used in this paragraph. Okay. At that time I was very happy but frightened. I enjoyed traditional South Indian food very much. It was really amazing and memorable trip. So you can write your own experience in your own words. Now here, food for thought. You can see there is a plate. Okay, in the plate you can see everything is there: vegetables, rice, salad, roti, maybe dal. Okay, everything is there. So you can tell this plate a balanced food. Okay, now here, when you have something serious to think about, then you have food for thought. Here's some food for your thought. Tomatoes are red, beans are green, a brinjal has crown just like a queen, potatoes are brown, onions are pink, carrots have juice which I can drink, vegetables make me healthy and wise, so eat some daily with roti and rice. So here you can see there is a small poem. In the poem you can see they are telling about different colors of the different vegetables, and in the last two lines you can see that vegetables make me healthy and wise, so eat some daily with roti and rice. Normally we know that children don't like to eat some vegetables, but do you know children, vegetables are very good for our health, so we must eat especially green vegetables. Okay, so everyone has to eat all the vegetables. It will keep you healthy and strong. Next, say the opposites. Crying, and the opposite is laughing. Sad, happy. Sorrow, joy. Sadness, happiness. Now at last is your homework. Very simple. You have to make a list of incidents which made you happy. Okay, you have to list out all these incidents which makes you happy. Then number 2, make list of things which made you unhappy or sad. ऐसी चीज़ें जिनसे आप दुखी हुए थे या आपको अच्छा नहीं लगा था. So you have to make list of both these things. Okay, it is your homework. Okay children, bye.